seeping through the vents. The notes are long and languid. They describe their circumstance. The rent was halfway spent. The day was feeling hot. She asked, "Can we leave this place?" He answered, "Probably not." They had less than the guess, more than they knew. That second song was the best they could do. And all the while there were two. Whoa, one-eyed green and one-eyed blue. They came from somewhere simple, a place too plain to be described. He found his own dimensions, ran like the color of her eyes. And she looked with one-eyed green and one-eyed cobalt blue. And he looked right back at her and shivered through and through, yeah, yeah. There was less than they guessed, but more than they knew. That second song was the best they could do. And all of the while there were two. Whoa, one-eyed green and one-eyed blue. Heard his name ring hollow as it sputtered from her mouth. He heard the door frame shudder as she shuttled from the house. She left one green-eyed child and one with cobalt blue. He looked right back at them and shivered through and through, yeah, yeah. They had less than they guessed, but more than they knew. That second song was the best they could do. And all of the while there were two. One-eyed green and one-eyed blue. And they wandered, yeah. And they wandered. They wandered, they wandered, they wandered. One-eyed green and one-eyed blue. And they wandered, they wandered. One-eyed green and one-eyed blue. And they wandered, and they wandered. Wondered what they would do. Well, you push on. Push on, you push on, you push on through, yeah. You push on, you push on. One-eyed green, one-eyed blue, one-eyed green, one-eyed green, one-eyed green, one-eyed green, one-eyed blue. You push on, you push on, you push on. One-eyed green, one-eyed blue. You push on, you push on, you push on. One-eyed green, one-eyed blue. And they wander, and they wander. One-eyed green, one-eyed blue. They had less than they guessed, but more than they knew. That second song was the best they could do. And all of the while there were two. Oh, Thank you.